So, Little Red Ford Truck, Part 2. In this video, I want to kind of tell you what I've done with it prior to deciding to do an engine swap and all of that. So, let's switch. So in the first video, I talked about the history of the truck, where I got it, what my goal with it was. And so in this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we've done with it before I decided to do this engine swap. So it's a little cold and windy out here, so I'm going to get in the car. So give me a second here. I'm going to get out of the wind. Oh, much better. So things I had done before I decided to do this engine swap. I got a Flowmaster exhaust system on it. Truck has dual cats, and it's dual all the way almost up to the muffler. So I got to looking at it, and I was like, man, this would be easy to convert to a full dual exhaust system. So took it to an exhaust shop and had them cut it where it came into the single pipe and run dual pipes back into a dual in, dual out Flowmaster, originally a 40 series muffler, and then duals all the way out the back, and drove that for a little while. It was fun. I had some fun with it. It was loud. Good God, that thing was loud. Sounded mean, and but very quickly got tired of the drone, the loudness cruising down the highway. So I had the exhaust shop take that 40 series out and put in a 50 series, a little bit bigger, longer length, dual in, dual out Flowmaster muffler. Still has quite a bit of growl to it, too, you know, quite a bit of rumble to it, but not as bad as that 40 series one was. But before I did that, I never liked the rear end and the brake setup on the truck, even from the time I bought it. It was front discs, rear drums, and open differential, and didn't like that. So shopped around on Facebook Marketplace and found a guy who had a disc brake rear end out of a same year truck, and picked that up, brought it home, completely gutted it, and went and bought a Ford Racing rear limited slip. That's the word I'm looking for. Limited slip differential. And the truck came with a 355 ring and pinion gear, which is really odd because the truck's a V6. It's 2000 F150 manual transmission. Most of those came with the 3.08 rear axle ratio, better for highway cruising. This one came with a 3.55 rear end, which is kind of odd. So anyway, I built the rear end with the 355 ring and pinion, and did all the spacers, and lined up all of the the pinion with the ring gear, and did it all. Learned a lot, watched a lot of YouTube videos, read a lot of stuff on the forums, the internet, stuff like that. Learned how to do it. It was good learning. I enjoyed it. Went out to Summit Racing and got a brand new drilled and slotted rear rotors, front rotors too, actually. I think they're called Power Stop is the brand name, yeah. And converted the rear brakes over to discs in the rear, with the disc brake setup that the axle came with. So new calipers, drilled and slotted rotors front and rear, and worked really well. I was really pleased with that. And I built the rear end at my home garage at my house. And the shop I'm at, which is right here, brought the truck up here and had them actually install it because I don't have a lift and all the equipment you need to do it at home. So I also put a K&N air raid cold air intake system on it, and also put headers on it. So those are all the modifications I had done to it before deciding to do this engine swap and Mustang drivetrain package. So anyway, coming up on 5 minutes, and this part 2 of the video. And so as we go along and get back on building this engine and getting it running and driving, there'll be part 3, part 4, part 5, who knows. So anyway, appreciate it. Y'all have a good day. Talk to you later.